What's up guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, per request, so many people were commenting on our last video asking us for an equipment setup, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. So to start, probably the most valuable piece of equipment that Level Up Lawn Care has is this guy right here. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm just a piece of equipment. I'm just a unit.
He's a unit on the field, you know, on all the lawns. He's just a unit. What will we do without that piece of equipment? I don't know, because there's all this other stuff. We couldn't get to it, we couldn't have it without this piece of equipment. And the other piece of equipment that we have, Garrett Shook, who is not here. This piece of equipment might have beef with the other piece of equipment.
This equipment never breaks.
That's true.
Never breaks.
I mean, the other piece of equipment, he's injured. His
doesn't need oil change.
ACL. So yeah, I mean, you've been more reliable than Garrett so far. So to start, I would say my favorite thing that we have and the one we use the most is this boy right here, our Toro Z Master. It's a 52-inch mower and it has only a 21 horsepower engine on it. So not super big engine by any means, but it does the job. It cuts well. Got a great deal on it on Marketplace. We got it for like when it had 500 hours on it. Me and Tommy, we drove the truck total of 4 hours to get this thing. Well worth it. And what came with it, if you come over here, is this bagging system. We just keep this in the truck. It does a great job for all the lawns we bag, any leaf cleanups. It does great. It could be better if we had a higher horsepower engine. It would do better, but you know what? I'm not made of money here, folks, so I can't afford a 40 horsepower big block engine, brand new mower, you know what I mean? So, moving on to our next mower, this Exmark Turf Tracer. Again, this thing is like 20 years old. It's old. I'm not made of money, but it makes me money, all right? We got a great deal on this. Well, I wouldn't say a great deal. We paid market value for it a couple years ago. We've been using this thing for a while. It had broke this year. I was able to fix it. Basically had a belt slipping because there was oil all over it. So I replaced the belt, cleaned out everything under there. It runs good now. It cuts really well. It's always cut really well. The Exmark's cut great. And then we'll get to another one later. We had a replacement for this basically all year. We'll show you that later. And then the third kind of mower that we carry on our mowing trailer is this little Husqvarna push mower. You know, it does a job. Not my favorite. I think we all kind of hate it, but it's a nice mower. It's self-propelled, but we just see how slow the self-propelled is. Like, what are your thoughts on it, Tommy?
Well, where we use it the most is usually the hills that we can't get to. So it is nice to kind of carry it up there, but otherwise, you know, I feel like you're pushing it ahead. It's not really doing much.
It's just an average push mower. You know, there's nothing special about it. Yeah. It's just, but you know what we're thinking? It was free. Yeah, we got it for free. We got it from a couple, like 3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago from a client we did work for in this neighborhood. Very grateful we got it from him. He was getting battery stuff. He's like, you can have it. And to be fair, we completely underbid that job. That's definitely one we're not going to forget, that job. I mean, story for another day. But to continue to our hand tools, we have two BR600s. I love these machines. Best thing that Steel makes are the BR600s. This one is a year old. This one is, we've had this forever. We've had this since the start of the business. They're both super reliable. This thing starts all the time. I love the BR600s. I absolutely love them. And the reason why we run all Steel is, one, we like Steel, but two, that's the dealer that's closest to us, and that's the most important thing, is dealer support. If one of these breaks, I can go get it to my dealer. They're gonna fix it within the day. Really important. If you're taking on a lot of lawns, you need to have equipment that's up and running. So then if you move along over here to our string trimmers, we have two combi units, and then this is an FS91R. This is 2 years old. It's kind of underpowered in my opinion. It's definitely lighter though, because it's got the smaller engine, but again, it's kind of underpowered. Not my favorite. I like these two. I'm fine carrying extra weight, you know, because I'm jacked, so it's fine. But again, you know, it's a little underpowered. I don't know, Tommy, what are your thoughts here on the... I
really do notice how underpowered it is.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you.
Yeah.
On taking the bigger engine, you know, it's just, especially for edging,
right,
it makes a whole lot of difference. And the thick grass that we have to deal with sometimes.
Yeah, it lays down a nice edge, so... But yeah, these are two KM130s, FS91R. And then all on the string trimmers, we have the Echo Speed Feed heads. I would say they're pretty much worth it to just install. I installed them all this year. They're new to us this year, but I mean, would you say you like them, Tommy?
Yeah, I don't know if I like the what was it, the other brand?
We had the Steel ones.
Yeah,
because Steel makes them, and you can tell they're just trying to keep up. You know, it's not the best Steel.
Right, yeah.
Steel, you could do a little better, okay? But everything else, we love you that you guys do.
The only thing I could say that I like more is actually feeding more string out. I like better on the Steel ones, but when I'm feeding this one, I like that a lot better.
Gotcha. So yeah, those are our hand tools. But then if we move to the truck bed, because I just woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed.
Oh.
We love that song, don't we?
We do.
So we have 2 of these edger attachments, one for each of the combi units, right? And then this is our head trimmer attachment. We just bought this. I like it so far. Tommy hasn't got a chance to use it yet. I did. I created a video of me trimming up a Japanese yew bush with this thing. Did a pretty good job. And then we also have a bed redefiner attachment as well. It's not in here, but the bed redefiner attachment, that thing is really good to put an edge around something that has a lot of roots. Because obviously when it's really when there's a lot of roots there, you can't bring in a flat shovel because it's gonna get stopped by the roots. So you can kind of bring in the bed redefiner. Doesn't do an amazing job, but at least puts an edge there. So that's always good to have for sure. Then our other hand tool that I like a lot is our Steel HS56. So this is a hedge trimmer, and we picked this up this year. It's been really great so far. You know, before we're using just a electrical corded one, and the amount of times we hit the actual cord with the hedge trimmer, or maybe that was just me.
Just a few times.
And then lastly, over here in the truck bed, this is just a backup little backpack blower. We got this when we bought the X-Mark Turf Tracer. So when we bought that walk behind mower right there, the guy threw in this for us. Not the greatest thing, not powerful, but it's nice to have for backup, especially if we got 3 guys and we all need a blower. We can just grab that one quick and it'll at least do something. So to talk about the trailer, this is a 7x14 landscape trailer. It's old, it's falling apart kinda. If you come along over here, you can see this mesh has just gone in. It really needs to have some cross members along here to help support, but it doesn't. I parked the trailer at school because we're all 16. I'm pretty sure someone kicked my tail light in the parking lot. So you know what? We just had to make do and put some rope around the tail light to hold it up.
So if that was you, you better make sure
you better watch out.
Gavin Gershbacher does not find you.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm the Batman. That wasn't funny, but I'm sorry, that wasn't funny. So all the racks are all equipment defender racks. People are in the industry, they've heard of the equipment defender racks. They're definitely the expensive ones, but they're high quality. They do the job. What do you think of them, Tommy?
Oh, I think by far these were one of the greatest investments on this trailer.
Yeah.
I mean,
they hold up well. They're black, they look good. I learned my lesson with cheaping out on string trimmer racks. I spent $100 on one. I didn't even install it on the trailer. I got it and like, no way am I putting because all those attachments and combi units and string trimmer, that's $1,000 sitting right there, and you want to put in a $100 trimmer rack. Doesn't make sense to me. Go with the better stuff. Equipment Defender, you have my full endorsement. Hit your brother up. I would love to get a referral code. You know what? Let me know. All right. All right. So I guess lastly then, what we have is the actual truck. So this is a 2011 Chevy Silverado. I got this last year. Got a great deal on it. Got it off Marketplace. Never any mechanical issues. It's under 100,000 miles, which is always my goal with trucks. I try to say under 100,000 miles. It's got rust. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of little things that seem to be breaking that are just kind of annoying. They're not game changers by any means, but it just kind of eats away at my time doing this here, doing that. It's kind of what it feels like. But again, I don't have the money to go buy an $80,000 brand new Ford Super Duty or a Silverado, 2500. So what do you think of the Silverado, Tom?
I love the Silverado. It's a truck. It's a truck.
It's got the 6.0 liter in it. It's a V8. So it's got a decent engine in it. And you know what's weird is it's a hybrid. And a lot of people don't believe me when it says it, but look at that. It's a hybrid. And you don't have to plug it in. Some people might say that's cool. Some people might say that's embarrassing. You know what? Let me know if you've ever heard of a hybrid 2011, because I never have. I just happened to get it, and I don't really notice a huge difference on gas mileage. You get about 17 miles a gallon, but granted, I am towing around a trailer a lot of the time, so that might have something to do with it as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the equipment. We got a new surprise coming soon for the rig. Tommy knows what that is. Some people know what that is that are watching this might know, but yeah, it's going to be a game changer for the business. Oh, there's one more thing. You can cut it. So the other thing, this is the walk behind I was talking about earlier. So this is a Lesco 48-inch. We use this like almost all season until I fix the X-Mark. So Lesco doesn't make these anymore, but this thing has been so super reliable for us. No really major mechanical issues. Honestly, it doesn't cut that great, but it runs. It does cut grass, so that's, I guess at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. But if you come around over here, you'll see when we bought this, the hour meter was at 1100 hours, and we bought this 2 years ago. You can see it's stuck there. So who knows how many hours are actually on this thing. But again, we've had really no problems with the hydros. Sometimes you'd expect kind of maybe the hydros to go out at this point, but we haven't had any problems with that. We actually got this one for free 2 years ago. This was sitting at someone's property, had hay all over it. It was under a tarp, and it looked like it had never been started. We had Garrett Shook, who I talked about earlier. He's very mechanically inclined. He basically got everything running, did all the stuff to get it going, and ever since then it's been amazing. Very happy we had it. And basically, some people might ask, yes, the Lescos are green. What we did is when we took it, it was green, rusty, and then we painted it red. So yeah, it looks a lot better in red. I think it matches our other mowers, and I think the green was quite frankly hideous. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the mowers. I did want to maybe talk about the gas cans we use. They're called Can gas cans. A lot of guys use them. So I would recommend this to anyone, not even just people with a business, any homeowner. Get one of these because it's super easy to put gas in. All you have to do, you know, you release this, you set it on something, you know, take this off here, if I can get this off. All right, and then you just put that down in the tank. You just press this down and whoops, and then you just fill up. Yeah, that's pretty much our equipment. Am I missing anything, Tom?
One thing I could point out, once we first bought the first Lesco walk behind, we did get this sulky here, which is, I don't know, is it our favorite between the other one?
I spent like
it's
200 bucks.
Yeah, it's a good small piece of equipment that really makes a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
And then something recently we got, which we should have honestly had a while ago, would have to be the chute blocker.
Oh yeah. We got the chute blocker a couple months ago, and we had been mowing lawns without a chute blocker for years. And honestly, we have our ways of doing it where you kind of reverse the mower to keep the chute away from beds. But there's certain properties where there's beds and obstacles everywhere. You cannot mow a lawn without one of these chute blockers. This one is from the advanced chute system. It's from Ballard Inc. They make a whole bunch of different products for lawn care. And yeah, this was really definitely a good thing. Glad you pointed that out. And I guess another thing we can talk about too, I wear them a lot. I mean, you and Garrett kind of wear them sometimes, but this is just these Isotunes headphones. You get what you pay for with these. They definitely protect your hearing, but I don't know, sometimes I feel like they're maybe a little bit uncomfortable to wear, and they're not as loud as I would like. But again, maybe that's my fault that my hearing's bad. I don't know, Tom, what do you think of them? I
mean, with any of these hearing protection headphones you're gonna get, they're gonna be hot.
So you're wearing a hat, you got glasses on, and then you got that on top. It can get hot and kind of like, you know, do you really want to wear them?
Yeah,
you know, not...
but 10 times better than, I don't even know what the other brand we used to have was.
I would love to find someone who can make mowing headphones that are light. You know, I understand that's expensive. Charge me 500 bucks. I'd pay 500 bucks for a good pair of headphones that are gonna last me years and are comfortable to wear every day. We wear headphones all the time. We wear headphones when we're mowing, trimming, you know, working. If they're comfortable, we're just gonna wear them more. So make a product like that. I totally think people would spend a lot of money on good headphones that are like comfortable to wear. And I know that's really difficult because you're never really gonna have something that's super comfortable to like kind of cover your ears. It's gonna be hot. Finding that balance I think would be really important. I think Isotunes is onto something, but again, it's not, just to be completely honest, I'm not completely comfortable in them, I guess. So I think that's pretty much all we have as far as like the equipment that we use all the time. Of course, there's more little stuff here and there. But again, we're gonna be having a new piece of equipment that's gonna be coming in. We've had it on order, brand new. It's been 2 months, and we had some drama with that where they didn't really do a good job with the panels. It has to be sent back to the factory. They're gonna redo it. We'll get it back hopefully in 2 weeks. Just talked to my sales rep today, so hopefully we'll get that back, and it's gonna be a game changer for the business. Really excited. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know if you have any questions, any video ideas in the comments. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.